Defense. The ability to protect yourself at all times. Being able to attack is the easy part, but being able to deflect whatever an opponent throws at you and be in a perfect position to counter at the end of it, now that's what separates a fighter from a true master. Now don't get me wrong, I've definitely taken my fair share of punches and an equal amount of black eyes to show for it. Enough to know that defense is what truly matters. But why should you listen to some random guy on the internet with 1k subscribers? Well, I've been training my entire life, and I've trained near enough 200 people, taking them from average Joes and turning them into technically sound fighters. Give me a couple of minutes to fix up your defense and teach you everything I know, and without any further ado, welcome to the Ultimate Boxing Defense Guide. Let's start from the basics. Parrying. We use this to defend against straight shots. Firmly open palm their punches as they come at you. This should be a firm but minimal movement. Don't overreach when parrying, otherwise you'll leave yourself open for feints and counters. Rear side slipping, and for this we're dipping slightly forward. Use this in close to mid-range to counter with hooks and uppercuts. Rear side slipping, going slightly backwards this time. Use it at long range to counter with straight shots. Lean backs, another simple way to avoid shots at long range. Make sure you're side on in your stance and leaning back only on the hip and not limboing on your entire back. You can use this to make an opponent overstretch their first shot, and then you can dip underneath their second shot, leaving them open for a counter. Lead side slipping, you'll use this to get underneath straight shots from your opponent's right arm, regardless if they're orthodox or a southpaw. Lead side rolling, use this to get underneath hooks from your opponent's right arm. Bend the legs, keep your chin down and keep your eyes on your opponent. Rear side rolling, the exact same rules apply, but this time you're using this to roll under hooks from your opponent's left arm. Head movement ironically doesn't come from your head, it comes from the entire body bending and dipping off that centre line. So really make sure you are using your legs. Step backs, use these to create distance. Push off the lead foot but make sure your rear foot lands first. The high guard, you can use this to cover up and walk opponents down. Make sure when you are blocking you don't cover your own eyes and you can still see down the centre line. Blocking body shots. Keep your hands up and your elbows into your ribs, then slightly tilt inwards to the centre line whilst bending your legs. This will brace you for the shot. Blocking hooks to the head is a similar process. We're just bending our legs to brace for the shot and then tilting inwards to that centre line. The goal is we're trying to block everything at once without having to drastically drop our hands or drastically bring them up. The L-step, we're using the lead leg to jump back and create distance, and then using the rear leg to choose a new angle and escape from the opponent. The Philly shell, this is more of an intermediate defense, so make sure you listen up carefully. Parrying, use the rear hand to get rid of your opponent's jabs. The shoulder roll. Tuck your chin behind your shoulder and twist your body over to the rear side. Your shoulder will deflect straight to the face whilst your elbow deflects straight to the body. Rear side block into the head. Your hand should already be in this position, so simply just put some resistance on your guard. Blocking body shots on the lead side. Now the beauty of this is the elbow is already in position, so you don't really have to do anything. Blocking hooks to the body on the rear side. Same as before, just bend the legs and slightly tilt inward to the centre line. Finding what style suits you when starting out can be really frustrating, but I recommend just starting from the basics and then going from there. 180s. You can use these to make a new angle on an opponent and set up a counter shot, or simply just use them to get out of danger. Step your lead foot on the outside of their lead foot so you don't clash into them when making the new angle. Doing 180s against someone in the opposite stance is the same process. You're making the same angle, but instead, make sure your lead foot is on the inside of their lead foot this time. Traffic jams. Use your lead hand and stiff arm your opponent's rear hand as you're stepping back. This will disrupt his flow and stop him from getting his shots off. Clinching, because everyone needs a hug once in a while. Get your hands up into a high guard, smother the range on your opponent and tie his arms up to prevent further shots coming at you. The drop and clinch. As your opponent is coming at you, bend your knees, drop down and get yourself underneath his armpit. When you stand up, his arms will be elevated, preventing further attack. If you fail to tie one of your opponent's arms in a clinch, simply put your head on the opposite shoulder and their own head will get in the way of them attacking you. The square bounce, an easy way to move side to side. Lower your opponent one way and then bounce the other way and get off the ropes. Creating escape routes, a sneaky trick you can use to get out of corners, or better yet, prevent yourself from getting in them. Starting off with a lead route escape. As you find yourself backing up to a corner, subtly walk over to the rear side. Make sure this is subtle, as we don't want to alarm the opponent the space we've made on the lead side to escape when he attacks us. And the same exact thing for the rear route escape. The only difference is this time we'll subtly lure him over to our lead side. As he goes to attack us, we'll get our hands up and L step out of there using the escape route we've made on the rear side. Control. Now this move is basically a cheat code to boxing. Using your lead arm, place it on the side of your opponent's neck, a weak spot. By applying pressure, you can unbalance them. Also, move around your rear side and you'll avoid their cross at the same time. It doesn't matter if you're in long range or close range. You can either use the side of your hand at long range or simply use your forearm at close range and you'll still keep them in control. Hopefully this has given you guys an insight into what a solid defense involves. And remember, mastering defense is key to becoming a complete fighter. Practice these movements over and over again and try them out in your next sparring. For you guys who I can't work with in person but are looking to level up fast, I have a free online community on this website called School where I can help you out with anything you're struggling with in there. The link will be in the caption or in the pinned comments. Much appreciate you all for watching up until this point, and I will see you in the next video.